had this whole plan to make a video documenting the progress of my product launch, but I honestly haven't had the time or mental capacity to even start. I had family visiting, and I've just been busy crocheting nonstop for this event at my work, Tomato Fest. He's so cute. And yeah, my a friend of mine, we're collabing on a small table, and we're gonna be selling a bunch of crocheted tomato pieces and accessories and whatnot, which is really cute, and I'm really excited, but it's just a lot right now. And yeah, and life just kept moving. And I haven't really had the time to sit and process anything until now. And now that I have a second to breathe, there's something that's been sitting on my mind. So, I haven't seen my grandma in like 20 years. And when I finally did, I realized I don't know her at all. Not her story, not what she's been through, not even who she is outside of being my grandma. And the weird part is, it's not just her. Spending time with my grandma and my grand auntie and uncle, I had this moment where I was like, I don't know any of your stories. And then it hit me even harder. I don't really know my own parents' stories either, only bits and pieces. I've always seen my parents as my parents, not as people and not as individuals with their own lives before me. Now that I'm older, I'm realizing there's this whole life they lived that I only know bits and pieces of. And I think that's part of why it can feel so hard to connect sometimes. Because how can you build a deep emotional relationship with someone when you don't actually know them? When you can't fully relate or just feels like they wouldn't understand anyways, so you stop trying. And I think I've always had this thought in the back of my head, but it didn't fully land until I went to a funeral a couple of months ago. Um, and something about it really stuck with me. No one was talking about job titles. No one was saying, oh, they were such a great manager, or they were such a great pharmacist or engineer. That's not what people remember. What gets shared are the stories, the moments, the experiences, the way you made people feel. That's what lives on. And it made me realize we spend so much of our time and energy pouring into things that honestly won't even matter when we're gone. So I bought my parents this Your Life Story book. It's filled with questions about their childhood, their struggles, their choices, their lives. And I told them, this is your homework, and this is all I ask for before you die. And if I can say one thing, as a daughter of emotionally unavailable parents, if you want a close relationship with your kids, have a life and share it with them. Your stories, your thoughts, your flaws, let them into your world. Ask ask for their opinion sometimes and include them. Because at the end of the day, we don't always remember people for what they did. We remember them for what they shared and how they made us feel. And if you don't know where to start small. Share one small thing about yourself with somebody in your life, a memory, a thought, a story you've never told and just see where it goes. Because those small moments, that's what builds connection. And that's what turns into stories. And that's what people carry with them long after you're gone.